address them well. Um, First of all, I want to thank God. I believe in God a lot. That having this type of reception personally, because my colleagues have been here, they have come before and met you, but I was privileged to be invited by Princess to come and meet you. When she told me we're coming here, I was all the time asking, where are we going? Where are we going? I think she did it intentionally, not telling me, because she knows my aspirations. I've been working with her for the last about 4 years or something on these ideas, seriously. And I've been the other far end, the 6 hours away flight. We had never met, but we were discussing a lot, and I was telling her, our minds met. Our minds met because I work with Uganda Kingdom. I have different roles as a priest to begin with, but also I'm doing I finished my development studies masters, and then I decided to give back to the kingdom in development, and I've been supporting the kingdom to development work. And part of that is what again I'm working with her to see if I can do my doctorate on the same. But I'm basing my thought on indigenous knowledge, indigenous issues, the cultural systems, because I found that we have somehow lost it all from our own selves to foreign, foreign nature. I'm privileged to have traveled across all continents, doing different types of work. I've worked with so many organizations, but when you see what they have, when I came to India, for example, I loved your culture. I loved the beauty. I loved the way you do many of these things. And similarly, when you come to Africa, we have our own uniqueness of things, how we are doing them. When you go to China, the same. When you go to the US, they are mixed and disturbed and confused because every culture is there, But you go to some places and then you feel they love what they are doing. When you find a Chinese lady preparing tea, because they have their different cultures of tea, of the river, they have the way they sit, the way they do the cloth, the way, And for me, when I come back to Africa and then find ourselves being confused by foreign, cultures, to think that they are better than even what we have, is what I've been discussing with her a lot. And finally, she invites me to come to Cape Town for the African Day. Again, she gave me a blank check. She didn't tell me a lot. She told me, just come. I had to look for money, even borrow from here and there. And I came. And I encouraged one of the ministers from another kingdom. She's not here. She's still in Cape Town to come. Again, what I saw was very interesting, because I took effort to again move around Cape Town. I just told these guys I've been coming to Johannesburg, but get to a hotel after the workshop, then they take you back to the airport. So you never have chance to talk to very important people like you. So this time I told her, no, I think I need to spend a lot more time. I need to understand your culture, and I need to understand the people in Joburg, and I need to understand the people in Cape Town. So in Cape Town, I moved almost to the different spheres of Cape Town, both to the crime places, to up to the
rich.
To the rich, yeah. Yes. And in my speech yesterday, when I was speaking at the African Day, giving my keynote speech, I told them that we have a litmus test of what can be done here in Cape Town. We have an opportunity to see the richest, but also the poorest with the crime. And I even told them at Mandela Square that many people associate crime, poverty with Africa. We are not poor. We are not.
We poor in
The richest continent on earth.
Whenever they see some place like Mandela Square, they say, why are you in the UK? Why are you in... I sent some pictures already, and they were saying, you man, you're not in South Africa. This is not Africa. You see? So they think we can't have something cool. And when you go to many of these countries, they believe in Africa. I've talked to some of these guys in the White House. I've been to Rotterdam, I've been to Hague, these guys, when you speak to somebody genuine and is white, he will say, you people in Africa have a treasure which you don't know. And the treasure begins with us, the royal family, because we are the leaders whom God, like I said, God already gave us that responsibility to lead and help the other people. So when you get friends like you who are also here as Africans, I would say, for me it's an opportunity. And I think this meeting sums it up about the thoughts, because we've not had an end discussion meeting where, if, for example, she's been struggling a lot with various kingdoms, including ours. We have various WhatsApp groups trying to discuss different things, but we've not pinned it. I know, Dr. knows, we've not pinned it. In many cases, we even have discussions of meetings and all that. People don't turn up, because one of the things that we even talked about, we are not in our position. We are the people who are supposed to be in Mandela Square there as royals. We are the people who are supposed to sit there as royals of Africa, not the other people who have managed to get. No, we are supposed to be there. We are the people who are supposed. I'm so sorry to mention this, but it's because I'm excited. We are the people who are supposed to drive the Mercedes Benzes, the Volvos.
And
Yes, and that's what I do. For me, at home, I have about 4 of their brands. I'm happy. This guy has it. Wherever we went, these are the people who are. You need to show that as a royal. But how do we get there is now the problem, because we are being put so low to the point of begging. Even begging. For us in Uganda, we call it our copy. Our copy is a very bad word in Uganda when you come. When you hear it for the first time, our copy means that person who is, very poor, doesn't, but it comes from towards our copy, you know the word copy. So our copies, those who copy.
Okay.
So whoever was not royal was supposed to copy the royals. And that's where the word came from. Because the royals by then were the people who were in the steering, driving the economy, driving, life. They had the best morals, but we are fighting with our royals, for example, in our kingdom. Some of them are drunkards, they fall in the road. You can't be a royal and then, you can't. You need to, wherever I see her, she looks a princess. You have to look like a prince. Yes. So, for me, moving forward, because of time, this meeting is very important for me. I've been thinking, as a psychologist and as a philosopher, this talk we need to go for just dinner. Whatever we've been discussing, we can come out with something very, very important. What you exactly said, that they can come up with the people. Oh, these are experts, these are doctors, engineers, and my brother from Ghana. We have the whole of Africa, even this room here. We can come up with this paper, add to what my sister came before me to think about the things. I must appreciate her. To really struggle about this mindset. How do we bring together the kingdoms? How do we make sure that the royals fit into their positions? How do we make sure that we have development from the royals? How do we make sure that we exploit? She's working on a project on universities. How do we make sure that our people from the royal kingdoms go to these universities? Why shouldn't the royal go to the universities and then other people go to the universities, for example? So I would think that if we got that paper, for me, that's where I want to end. If we got that paper and then help us put together, and then you bring in something that is very, very passionate to my heart about AI. I'm part of the East African Philanthropy Forum, and when Nairobi about 2 months back, and somebody came and talked about AI, it opened up my mind. I said, wow, this I didn't know. I was still stuck in the IT, those things, the small ones. But when we come to AI, and then everybody can, if we even pioneered it among the kingdoms that are there, and then it helped us bring us together, and then we crafted that nature of learning from each other. This was what we again struggling with her. As I was coming about 2 days back, I formed an All Africa Friends Forum, but bring a lot of interesting discussions, and I would love to add you to that. People from Botswana, I don't know whether you know Moki, Maungo Moki, she's very prominent in the civil society. We were here with Horn Civic Commission of Africa. It's another body for Africa in AU. they bring various, a lot of knowledge, a lot of opportunities that we don't even know. I have this opportunity, and people are jumping on, you know. So if we created now the AI, for me, it's the magic. It's the magic.
That's the most important.
Yeah, it's the magic. Because this is the opportunity where somebody will just put in the name Rumba Matthias soon, and then everything about me, what I'm talking now that she's capturing can come up, you know. This is the time when I can come like to this meeting. I used it in one meeting in Cameroon. They had invited me for a UN meeting. They work with the Global Fund. So I reached there. I didn't have a speech. I left my laptop, so I just got the phone. Somebody showed me AI. I put in the topic of the I didn't know much. Yes.
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
Yeah.
The thing brought me the speech.
It does.
It brought me the
It
speech.
gives you everything that
Yes. And when I spoke, everybody clapped, including the UN. I don't know who. So, so for me, if I have somebody like you, if I have these very intelligent guys, I met some of them today, and my trip is done. You know, where I had to even borrow from my wife, I told her to come to South Africa. I don't mind about paying back, you know. I think we can achieve, we can have a plan. We already have lined up activities that we are working on, that we can bring various people to understand what we want. Now you're talking about giving us this hub. You know, this is God given, because I was all the time looking for this. Now, how we promote our coffee. I'm going to send you these pictures on the group, you get surprised. These are the things we're discussing in Uganda. How do we promote our coffee, Murumba, wherever you go, you travel a lot, please, can you take our coffee? I've traveled with this coffee to Netherlands, to US, to where, and nobody has given such an opportunity. So if we can bring our products here and say, this is the African hub for products, and then we have it on AI. This is where business is. Yeah? This is where business is. When I was in China, at the Achieving University, I spent 6 months. They were closing up shops. And why were they closing up? Because of the digital marketing. Wherever we were in
Online shopping.
Yes, yes. And it was my first experience, by the way. I didn't know. Because in Uganda, we still believe in shops. Now you are in your room, then you use WeChat, the juice comes to you in the next 10 minutes. How? In Uganda, you have to drive another, I don't know how many kilometers to spend a lot of money to get that juice. So for me, I think this is a golden opportunity. As I end, I know you're tired, you want to go, but also it's because I'm excited, but also to thank you so much. Yeah, please for really welcoming us, for giving us this dinner. We don't take it for granted. For me, I know what it means to really prepare for royals like us, small as we are. My sister there should have been from morning thinking, how do I mix this spice?
My sister here contacted me in the morning.
Don't say it.
Yeah, so thank you so much.
Me and my last minute things.
So let me also thank you for coming.
Okay.
Oh no,
Please
I
catch it.
promise you.